was not looking for no for better. Let me dump this fabric right quick. I wasn't looking for chill out. Chill out. Child, is it 5 o'clock yet? I doubt it. Anyway, I'm gonna act like it is. Turn this one off. Turn this one on. Okay, today I am going to be working on some sock locks. Man, it's been a long time since I made some. I don't even have a sample one around, but that's what I'm gonna make today. Now I do already have everything pre-cut. Depending on the size that you want to make, the length. Let me turn this to the side. The length will vary. So say if you want something that's not too long, let me get my measuring tape. You would generally, of course, measure from here to how long you want it to be. And then sometimes you would add maybe a 2 inches to it, because you want to be able to hem it as well on both sides. So the ones that I have are already pre-cut, so I'm not really worried about that. I just wanted to do that right quick. Now, as far as the width, you will always measure to get the width that you need. Now, the ones that I have in front of me, like I said, they're already cut. And if I'm not mistaken, I have one that is 20 inches, and I think I have 2 of them that are 19 inches. So again, welcome. I am making sock locks today. And if you're not really familiar with them, a lot of people wear them when they have braids, generally like regular braids, and then sometimes people wear them for their locks, hence the name sock locks. So I already had this fabric, and I'm going to go ahead and use it. Now, these two are the same, and they are the same length. This is a longer one. So this one is this fabric right here, and I'm going to fold it in half the long way. And I always make sure it is on the stretchy side. I'm going to be sewing down this side, because you always want the stretch to go from side to side. So, with my measuring tape, the width of this one is that one a little longer than what I wanted it to be, but I can always cut it down later. That's the beauty of these. These are way more forgiving than anything else that you make, because so if I go from side to side, and I made this one 22 inches, and if I needed to go back and make it smaller, I can always just go down and take off the edge. And I'm looking at both ways because I'm going live on 2 of my YouTube platforms. So these can be sewn on a regular machine. Make sure you have a stretch knit needle. However, because it's easier for me to go ahead and make sure the seams are good to go, I like to go ahead and sew this one down the side using my serger. And I will add a couple of pins to it to make sure um, nothing shifts out of place. Let me take a sip because it ain't. I don't think it's 5 o'clock yet, but it's 5 o'clock to me. Okay. So this one again, I'm going to just go down the side, and I'll be serging it using a Brother 1034 DX. And I did not bring scissors. Hold on one second. Certainly not me. No way, no. And now you wanna control me. Certainly not me. Okay. So I can pull my pins off. Now, there's more than one way you can make these. And the thing about YouTube now, to like, all you have to do is tap, tap. That's it. You don't have to go in the corner to those dots and stuff. So tap, tap. Thank you very much. So yeah, this is basically the Soc Loc. Now, it's more than one thing you can do. Some people really don't care about their edges. When it comes to a knit, you don't really have to worry about fraying. If anything, it's going to roll. So if I were to leave it just like this, this is what I would have. This is what I would have. And this is perfectly fine because a lot of people don't mind. They like the rawness of, the elasticity. And again, as long as it's the size of your head. So say if you are a size 20, you might want to cut out a piece that's 19 inches and then sew down the edge. And then the elasticity of it, go back and forth. Now, if you don't want to do it that way, you can always add elastic to it. Now, this is the same elastic that I use for any of my tutorials. And again, this one is everything. Okay, let me go ahead and cut a piece of it. So because this one is 22 inches, so I'm taking a measurement of the after, because of course it's going to be a different size from what it was in the beginning. So that's 22 inches. So I would definitely make my elastic maybe an inch shorter. So my elastic will be 21 inches. And I'm just going to run it across here. Before I add the elastic, I like to go and close the bottom. Well, hem the bottom. And again, you can do it more than one way. You can just serge across the bottom, or you can roll it twice and hem it. I'm going to do that on my sewing machine. I'm not going to do the serging. Let's set this to the side. Unplug it. Okay, I already have that thread. Put it to the side. So to complete this one, at the top, that's going to be around here, I'm going to go ahead and create me a casing for my elastic. I'll turn it inside out so it can be easier to see it. I'm just going to fold it this way. So that's how my casing is going to start out. And of course I got to even it out. Okay. I'm going to fold it in like this. And because my elastic is 1/4, I always make sure I have enough room before I start creating my casing. And I'm going to go ahead and fold this as neatly as possible. I'm going to fold this. Now I am going to have to leave a little bit of a space. I'm going to leave about maybe 1.5 inches to 1 inch, because I'm going to have to be able to put my elastic through here when that time comes. Okay, so basically I created a casing. Thank you. I can't really see the name from here. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stitch around here, and I already have my needle that's made for jersey knits up here. Let's thread the front right quick. I don't remember taking it off, but okay. Come on. and I'm gonna lay it on the machine, and I'm gonna find me a good zigzag stitch, um, because generally when you have a zigzag stitch that works good for you, when you slide it on, it's not going to pull the thread. So if you were to go around and stitch it with a straight stitch, you know, it's not going to give you as much pull. But along with that and the fact that I'm going to go ahead and add some elastic, it'll be just perfect. So I'm going to drop my presser foot, back stitch. I feel like my thread is going to act up today. What is going on? Come out them bushes and double tap that screen. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there because that is going to be where my hey Devil Ray, how you doing? I'm in here making a sock lock, and yeah, that's about it. Let me see. Okay, so that is how the top is created. Now if I turn it this way, this is how it's going to look. And again, if you stop at this step and stitch that close, you still would have one that's functioning, that's, you know, going to fit your head. So, you know, it's levels to it. Hey, woman, well done. How you doing, love? Okay. So, again, I have my elastic already cut out, and I cut it an inch shorter than this one. So similar to how I did what was it that I was making? It might have been the double-sided satin bonnet. Similar, no, that was the Ankara one I did that time. Either way, I'm going to add some elastic to it, and I'm going to use my safety pins, and I'll put one on each end to be able to work it through. Now again, this is you can make these so many different ways. I'm just doing this way. I don't really have to worry about the security of it, if that makes sense. Let me move my machine on this more. So, as always, I said as always, I'm gonna take this and join it to the side, like right before my stitching begins, right? And I'm gonna take this in and I'm gonna go around it. But the thing about doing this, I want to make sure I keep this as straight as possible, because you don't really want to have one and the elastic is like twisted up. It's uncomfortable. So I'm gonna start pressing this, pulling this through. Now it's another tool. Why I need to start pulling the tool out that I always mention. But basically it's like a plastic looking tool that you can use to press your to pull your elastics through if you don't want to use safety pins. Because I understand sometimes, some people have like carpal tunnel, or it's just a little, because I ain't gonna lie, I don't really like doing it this way all the time. But anyway, I got it through on the other end. I'm gonna take my safety pin off. Now my other one, take that one off. And to join these together, I'm going to overlap them like this. That way, when I overlap them, I already know everything is straight throughout the tube. So I might grab a little pin and put them in place, because I don't want them to get away from me and end up back on the inside and I'd be struggling starting over. You know what? That's something. The funny thing is, when I put stuff, I guess you can say some things are seasonal, if that makes sense. They sell better in different seasons. But let me know what type of color you're looking for. If you're looking for Ankara, whatever type of print, I'll see what I have, and then I'll post it on my community wall, and you tell me which one you want. Will that work out? Okay. Yeah, because sometimes I'll make stuff like with the oven mitts and stuff like that. I'll make them, and then one season a lot of people like them, and then next season it'll drop off. They actually used to do much better when I was on ETSY, but since I'm not there anymore, and honestly a lot of people see my stuff on Pinterest and come from there. So yeah. Now to finish this, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do a zigzag stitch over this a few times. That way it gives me more than enough. Okay. Designs on card prints are nice too. Okay. Okay. The oven mitt I actually put up there. Like shortly after I talked to you, I added it to the website. And it was only one that I had left. Two. Let me see what I can pull together. The thing about when I make some of my oven mitts, say if and that's something I need to stop doing. You know what? No, 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 no. I did make a set. I'm guilty. I kept one of them for myself. And honestly, um, let me see if I have the Ankara color. Because I have the front. I just don't know if I have the back. And I have to go through my stash and see what I have. And then I'm going to do that when I get off live. And then if I have it, I'm going to post it. And then if I don't have it, I'm going to tell you I don't have it. I hope I do. I hope I have just enough to do what I need to do. I really do. But yeah, that is like one of those ones you would do much better with both of them. And I'm going to tell you why I love it so much, because they're big. Um, they're larger than the regular pot holders. Okay, let me go ahead and do this. So let me zigzag stitch. What else can you say? I promise you, I use it. And then the funny thing is, the big ones I love. So say like if you use like I use my rice cooker a lot. So if I make a lot, and say if I only use half of the rice, I'll take one of those big ones and I'll sit that on top, on top of, well, under it, and put it in there, and then cover it and stuff like that. I'm bad. Like, yeah, I fell in love with that one too. I want to say I had a green one too, but I think I have a green looking one that it's the same fabric, but it has like green and tan undertones, if I'm not mistaken. And with these, I like sew these up. I don't know how many times, like, you won't say my elastic came out, honey. You gotta be like snapping this thing real hard. But anyway, so that's basically the casing. And to close this, I just have to I just have to close the little small opening, and I'm going to take some pins and lay it there. And I'm just going to go over that with a little zigzag stitch right quick as well. And this one to be almost done. I'll just hem the bottom of it, because I mean, you can always make them without hemming them, but I really find that hemming them makes them last longer as well. Now, you, again, with knits, you don't have to worry about the fraying. It's not going to fray. top is done. And to do the bottom, again, it's optional, but I always like to close the bottom out. I'm going to do a hem. Fold it once and fold it twice, 1/4. And then I'm going to add a pin to it. And I'm going to do the same thing all the way around. I finally got around to making my fried fish, child. And I had to stop myself. I ate just enough because I almost caught the itis. And if I would have caught that itis, I wouldn't have went live. So oh gosh. I guess that's how it is with those comfort foods. Let me see. And again, this one is going to get stitched all the way around. And then that'll be it. Like I said, you don't have to do all the fancy schmanciness of it. But I like to find the best way to create something so it can last longer, if that makes sense. And that's the method I've basically been using since I started making these. And that's just going to be the bottom. That's the top. I'm going to put the top on my head right quick. The top just added a little bit of elastic to it. But the back, you know, I had some whiting in there, and yeah, this is a stretch knit. Yeah, that's what this is. This is the same thing. It's a stretch knit. Now, I wish I could find something like this in in what's the name? Okay, let me go ahead and sew the bottom. I done threw it all on my head and stuff, child. Okay, let me go ahead. And I can hit it right fast. Okay. All right. You take care of that baby. That spoiled baby. I know she's spoiled. That's it. And that is done. So basically, this one is complete. I gotta cut some of this. I'm not thread. I will that. And that's pretty much it. So, again, some people prefer to put this on their head or whatever. Some people like to protect their locks, their braids and things of that nature. And yeah, that's it. Now I do have another one I could sew, but I'm gonna do when I get off here. I'm gonna prep those so I can have them for maybe some shorter videos or something. But anyway, y'all enjoy y'all Monday. I can't even talk. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy mine. Y'all be good.